This month, you're going to talk about beauty and friendship and how they actually go together. Last month, you were talking about how our identity and beauty is tied up in what God thinks about us. This month, I want you to talk about how friendships actually make a difference in how we feel confident about ourselves or whether we don't feel confident. It's that mean girl syndrome. And it's hard because at this stage of our daughter's life, many of them have friendships from a lot of history, but they're all going through changes and they're all insecure. And so I want you to remind your daughter that everybody in her peer group is struggling with who am I and am I beautiful and trying to learn how to be a good friend. I want you guys to work through each of her friends and to talk about who is reflecting more of who she is, the truth of who she is, and who is causing her to struggle and feeling insecure. You know those moments when you're with people where you either feel better about yourself or worse about yourself? There's this innate competition that happens with us women. I like to blame Eve for that. Back in the garden, there's a lot of reasons why women struggle with finding our identity in who God is and what he says about us, but also that competition for man's attention. And honestly, we're often competing with one another as women, sizing ourselves up. You know that moment when you walk into a room and women look at you and they look you up and down? I know you know it. I want us as women who are rooted in Christ, who know that we are loved, to not do that to one another and to be able to know our confidence and to fan the flame of one another's beauty. Help your daughter learn how to compliment her friends, to see where their strengths are, what she loves about them, how they draw her out, and the things that are beautiful about their friendship. I want you also to be thinking as you approach this conversation with your daughter about your own friendships. You know, in those carnivals, those fun houses, there's mirrors that you go stand in front of, and they either make you look wider or shorter or really tall or really funky. Those often are a great reflection of women or friends who make us feel more insecure, who have a tendency to tear us down or to compete with us and to take away from our confidence. And then there's the mirrors that we walk into, and they actually show us all of who we are, the reality, right? Those mirrors where you can kind of see your pores and all of the imperfections about who you are. Well, those actually are the best kind of friends. But they're the friends that look at you and they say, I see you, I see all your flaws, and I see your reality, and you're beautiful. That's the kind of friends that I hope for you, that you can have and then model to your daughter. And if you don't have those kinds of friends, I want you to start praying for them. And honestly, it's hard to have those kind of friends if we haven't become that kind of friend ourselves. So begin asking God to help you to be that kind of a woman who doesn't tear down other women or see them as competition, but builds them up, speaks life, sees the way that they contribute to your community and to the world around you. You know, our girls are being bombarded, and we are too, moms, with this lie that we have to be more, we have to do more, we have to look a certain way. And what I want you to do is to talk about what true beauty is with your daughter and how we can fan the flame in our friendships of being more confident with the way that God designed us, imperfections and all. And to stand tall and confident and to own the things that we know we're good at and that God made us beautiful, and to be able to look at other women and to say, and God gave you that attribute, and I love it. This is hard. This is harder than it sounds. And I know in your own spirit, you're going to want to talk to your daughter about this, but then this month, you're going to be practicing. You're going to be noticing as you go into the grocery store, as you have an event with some friends, as your daughter goes to school and she comes back and talks about the lunchroom. I just want you to be able to be honest with your daughter about the things you're growing in, your friendships, and then allow her to talk openly about the girls in her life. This is a good conversation, an important one. Don't take it lightly, but have fun with it. And then you have a really fun activity at the end of the month that I hope you'll engage in as well. You are doing a beautiful job coming alongside your daughter. And in all its mess and funky, and even those moments when you and your daughter are irritated with each other, God is using it. He's growing you in You trusting him with the conversations you're having with your daughter, watching him use all your weaknesses and making something beautiful out of it. And in the long run, your daughter is growing in trust with you as she's coming to you. You're having honest conversations and learning that God is in every part of her story. And he even cares about her confidence in her outer beauty just as much as he cares about her inner beauty. I'm so excited for all that he's doing. And if you want to be able to share those stories, we would love to hear about them here at Christian Parenting. I'm praying for you. Continue to walk rooted in grace.